He is giving up the bachelor pad for a white picket fence. Yep, Brad Berkowitz, the permanent bachelor, he announced he had just popped the question on our show 2 months ago. So we're doing a little progress report. We're checking in with him to see how he's doing.
Well, as a single man who played the dating game for over 20 years, Brad Berkowitz became the expert on Bachelorhood. So we brought him on the show back in May to talk about his guide to Bachelorhood when he gave us a big surprise. He told us he had just popped the question the night before. Here now as the ex-permanent bachelor. Welcome back, Brad Berkowitz. I also want to ask you about this book that you're writing about Iran Barkley, the boxer, who I remember watching when I was growing up.
Back in the 80s, yeah.
Tell us a little bit about the book and tell us about him.
Well, the first book is about dating. It's called The 21st Century Guide to Bachelorhood. The second book is totally different. It's about former 3-time world champion boxer Iran Barkley, who I met on a cable TV show that I used to host back in New York for several years. And he told me his story where he grew up in violent gang life in the Bronx. He had 4 sisters, 3 brothers. His father left, and his mother took care of 8 people, basically in a 1-bedroom apartment, who eventually got out of gangs by his sister, who taught him how to box. And she demanded to get out of gangs, took him into the gym, taught him how to box, and eventually went on to be a 3-time world champion boxer, fights which included 2 defeats of the legendary Thomas Hearns, 5 championship fights. And eventually what happens, he had bad management, bad investments, divorced 2 wives, etc. Used to pal around with guys like Mike Tyson and Martin Lawrence, Eddie Murphy, try to spend with them when they were making far more money. Lost a lot of his money. It's unfortunate, got very heavy, fought his last 15 fights as a heavyweight, and now is basically living almost in the same apartment back in the Bronx. However, it ends on a positive note. He has dedicated the rest of his life to helping youth, charities, hurt boxers, whatever the case may be, so there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
Oh, that's great. All right. And if you want to read more about Brad's book, and if you just want to hang out with the guy, I mean, obviously good things happen when you're around the guy.
Good things happen.
I mean, come on. If you want to learn more about Brad and his books, you can just check out a link on southflorida.com.